Chapter 589. Elaine had completely fallen into a pit. She did not realize that she had already fallen into a trap. All she could think about was how she could win her money back. Therefore, Elaine got very nervous when she heard that Zora did not want to continue playing anymore. At this time, she blurted out immediately, "How can we stop playing just because you want to stop playing now? We already agreed to play another 8 rounds. We have only played 3 rounds now." Zora replied helplessly, "Sister Elaine, it's not that I do not want to play with you anymore. However, the point is that you do not have the money to play with us anymore." After she was done speaking, Zora said, "Why don't we take a step back instead? Why don't you settle this account first and then we can play a smaller game? I will still accompany you to play even if it is a $1,000 or $100 game. Will that be fine? $1,000? $100? Elaine blurted out anxiously. "How could we do that? How can I possibly win my money back if we are only going to place such small bets?" Zora replied helplessly, "Well, if you want to continue betting $10,000, you have to take out your money first. Otherwise, I do not want to play anymore and we will just stop playing today." Lucy hurriedly stepped in and said, "Sister Zora, Elaine really does not have so much money on hand. Since we are all friends, why don't you give her a way out?" After that, Lucy secretly winked at Zora. Zora immediately understood what Lucy was trying to tell her. "All right then, I will give you face today because of Lucy. If you do not have any more cash, you can use something else of equal value as a mortgage instead." As soon as Zora said these words, Elaine suddenly felt as though she had been given a way out of hell. Elaine hurriedly replied, "The house that I am living in now is a small 3-bedroom apartment. I think it should be worth $2 million at least. Is it okay if I mortgage the house to you?" "That would be fine," Zora smiled before she said, "however, you have to bring me the house deed first. After that, you have to write me a mortgage contract." Elaine blurted out immediately, "Okay, then. Wait for me. I will go home and bring the house deed over to you right now." After she was done speaking, Elaine hurriedly got up to leave. Zora hurriedly stopped her as she said, "Hey! Sister Elaine, don't leave in such a hurry. You have not paid me the $560,000 that you lost to me just now." Elaine checked the balance in her bank account and realized that she only had $260,000 left. Therefore, she said, "Sister Zora, I only have $260,000 left in my bank account. Can I transfer this amount to you first? After that, I will go home and bring my house deed over and you can deduct the rest of the money that I owe you from the amount that I will get from my mortgage. Is that okay?" "That would be fine," Zora said. "Why don't you write me an IOU for $300,000 first? After that, you can go home and bring your house deed over. Otherwise, what would I do if you refuse to pay me the $300,000 that you owed me after you leave? Am I right?" At this time, Elaine simply wanted to go home and take her house deed so that she could continue playing mahjong with them. She wanted to win her money back from them. Therefore, as soon as she had heard Zora's words, she nodded without any hesitation at all as she said, "Okay, then. I will write you the IOU now." Zora immediately brought a piece of paper and pen over before Elaine wrote an IOU for $300,000 on it. Zora finally let her go when she pressed her fingerprint on the IOU. Elaine drove home in a hurry as soon as she left the villa at Beacon Top. Elaine knew that her daughter was probably still busy at work, and her husband and son-in-law would still be out for her husband's class reunion. Therefore, she was certain that they would not find out she had taken the house deed if she returned home and left immediately. That way, she would be able to turn things around by continuing the mahjong game with her friends. Very soon, Elaine returned to the villa at Beacon Top with the house deed in her hands. After getting the house deed, Zora immediately searched for the market value of a house in the same community on her cell phone. At this time, she found out that the lowest price for a house of the same value was only $1,800,000. Therefore, she looked at Elaine as she said, "Sister Elaine, the bank generally recognizes only 90% of the market value of the house whenever they accept any mortgage. The market value for your house is $1,800,000. So, even if you mortgage your house, you will only get $1,620,000. All Elaine wanted at this point was to continue playing mahjong with them so that she could turn things around. Therefore, she blurted out immediately, "All right then, I will mortgage my house to you for $1,620,000. After deducting the $300,000 that I owe you, you can just transfer $1,320,000 to me. We can continue playing after that. What do you think?" Zora replied, "That will be fine, but we will have to draw up a mortgage contract first. Otherwise, I am afraid that you will refuse to acknowledge it when you lose the house to me later." Elaine said anxiously, "All right then, let's hurry up and sign the mortgage contract now so we can continue playing already." After that, Elaine signed a mortgage contract with Zora and also pressed her fingerprint on the contract. After the mortgage contract had been signed, Zora transferred $1,320,000 to Elaine. Zora did not care about that money at all because she knew that even though she was transferring those $1,320,000 to Elaine, it would all come back to her soon.